Hi, welcome to the Styled by Ola video blog channel. Today I've got just a short video for you all for our first introductory video, and we're going to be talking about a topic that Tiffany Haddish has made sure to include on all of her red carpet appearances, and that is re-wearing gowns. Now, too often we seem to think that whenever we go to a big event, once we wear a gown, we never wear it again. And that is a Hollywood established, very wasteful idea of fashion. The thing about fashion is if you know what you're doing, if you're any good, you should be able to rewear any dress and make people forget that you wore it before. And again, that's something that Tiffany Haddish has made an excellent point at doing. She rewore her one of her amazing white gowns that she said cost like somewhere upwards of $10,000, and she said she's going to make sure she wore it to everything. So she wore it to SNL, she wore it on 2 red carpet appearances, as you can see here, and it looks stunning in every single way. And if you really are paying attention to her, you're not even going to remember that that dress has been worn before. So some tips on rewearing gowns. Tip number 1, you never want to rewear a gown to the same type of event with the same type of people. And what I mean by that is, if I'm going to a debutante ball with a certain society, I'm not going to wear that gown to another similar style debutante ball in the same city with the same type of organization, because I'm likely going to the same people who have already seen that exact gown before at a similar event. A way that you can make sure that you don't run in the same groups is make sure that when you're wearing a gown to an event, you're thinking, okay, who's going to be there? Have I been around these people before, and what type of organization is this? Number 2, another tip for making sure that you can rewear your gowns is trying to make sure that you wear your gowns with totally different hairstyles. I mean, dye your hair, cut your hair, style it differently than you normally would, because the thing about it is, if you change the accessories that you're wearing with that gown by a large amount, people aren't going to realize it's the exact same gown immediately. So another example, again, Tiffany Haddish, 2 of the ways that she wore her lovely white gown, and she changed up her hairstyle entirely. She made sure her accessories were different. She made it look like 2 totally different dresses for 2 totally different events. I have my own example. I rewore my prom dress to one of the debutante balls I went to last year, and I wore these dresses about 6 months apart, but I wore them 2 different places. I posted both of them on Instagram and nobody noticed. Another example is I rewore, which gown was it? It's one of my favorite ones. I have a purple sequin backless gown that I've worn to probably like 5 different events, and so I wore that one at one of the debutante balls that we went to. I rewore it at the Magic Johnson charity event that we did, and I wore it to my own Sweet 16. So it's a dress I've had for a few years now that I've been able to rewear in different environments. So shoppers, those are 2 great tips to rewearing your gowns to different events. Third and final tip, wear it with confidence. The thing is, people who act confident tend to look more confident, and that's just basic psychology. A lot of these women that you see gallivanting around in the most extravagant looks, when you saw those looks on the runway, they look terrible. So it's a matter of confidence and making things your own. Rihanna is a great example of this. She rewears things off the runway that were hideous, that nobody would buy, and she makes them into $1 million items. Even when her Instagram got shut down for being reported over nude photos or something, she ended up coming back to Instagram because brands were begging her to come back. Brands like Gucci, brands like Prada, because they generate profit off of her Instagram specifically. So, the biggest thing is that Rihanna does everything with confidence. She may wear things that do not match at all, and she pretends that they match so nobody questions her. So be confident, Styled by Ola shoppers, and stay tuned for our video. We'll keep you updated. Make sure you subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Styled by Ola, and on Facebook at Styled by Ola, and subscribe to our email list as well on styledbyola.com. Have a good day.
Young money.